Can you hear the music? Is it crazy? Wait, me. Okay, there we go. Hello. Amituofo, welcome. Hello, everyone. Let me just give a couple minutes here for people to get in. So if you have moved today at all, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. But if you haven't moved, and there's nothing wrong, no judgment, I just want to know where we're at. If you haven't moved today, let's see a 0 in the chat. And I also have this really cool tracking thing. Now this thing tracks me. 0 means you haven't moved. 1 means you've moved a little bit, even if it's just walking around. No shame, no shame. 1, we did a little movement. Okay. 0. All right. Just trying to get an understanding for where you are at this morning. Okay. Isn't this tracking thing cool? I am on the East Coast. Okay, 0. We haven't moved. That's okay. That's all right. So before we start our practice, we're going to just ground into our body a little bit. And when we do this practice, you can have shoes on, you can have socks, you can have no socks. I'm going to take my socks off. Because I don't want to slip when I do horse stance. All right. Make sure that YouTube can see me. Okay, welcome everyone. So we're just gonna stand if you are not standing and just kind of wave your arms around like this. This is going to be like a Shaolin Style Qi Gong class. Just waking up our qi a little bit here. So the way I was taught, my teacher, bless his soul, he did not explain things very much at all, which is a very traditional way to do things. It's like, shut up, just follow, just move. Don't worry about, don't ask too many questions. Don't worry about what's happening or what the application of the movement is right now. And there's good things about that, because it's true, your mind can get confused if you have too much information. But also, I like to try and bridge the gap in the knowledge a little bit. I see more people joining, so I just was asking if you haven't moved at all today, put a 0 in the chat. If you have moved, this thing is supposed to be tracking me. Hold on. If you have moved, put a 1. Sorry, I'm going to light an incense stick. Guess you might want to 0. Okay. Thank you for the gifts, everyone. I'm going to light an incense stick before our practice. You can do this too if you have it nearby. And if you want to put some music on, you can do that now. I'm just going to give everyone a few minutes just to settle in, prepare for our practice. Okay. Yeah, my Shifu was not exactly a scholar. He didn't read. And there's a whole thing in Shaolin culture about mind-to-mind transmission. So this is what Bodhidharma preached about in one of the things he preached about, which is mind-to-mind transmission, meaning you don't need to read too many books or recite the sutras too much. You need to be with your teacher, with your Shifu, and practice. in real time, day after day. In the same breath, though, I enjoy reading, and I think it has bridged a lot of the gaps in the knowledge. So I am here. I feel it is my duty as part of my teacher's lineage to share what he taught me, but also to expand upon it a little bit. But just try to follow me when we do this practice. And I'm going to answer some questions later. So if you have questions, you can put them in the chat or just wait until after the practice. So we're going to move around, do some Qigong for about, try to make it like 35 minutes. Okay, not too long. So I could save some time for some questions. So let's begin the class. We're going to keep our palms together. Every class starts the same way. We bow 3 times and say Amituofo. So, Amituofo, Amituofo, Amituofo. Then you take your thumbs together, left hand over the right, rotate, bring your right hand to the center. Say, what day is today? You would say Saturday. So, happy Saturday, Amituofo. And repeat after me, happy breathing, Amituofo. Happy following, Amituofo. All right, take a simple breath. Simple breath just means breathe in through your nose, bring your hands up under your chin, and then out through your nose. Exhale, release. That's our simple breath. We're going to start with Qi Sui Jing. This is the first exercise that I learned. This is a very fundamental exercise. So each page, there's 5 pages, and we'll do each page 1 time. And we're going to go and we're going to do it in our tree stance this time. So before we start, just try and connect with your dantian. This is your elixir field, your energy center. There are 3, but this is the one that's seen as the source of most of our power. So connect to this dantian. It's about 3 fingers width underneath your belly button. Bring your awareness there. Breathe into that. As you breathe in, imagine the qi coming up your spine and filling your brain. Just kind of focus on that for 2 breaths. Let's begin. Slight bend in your knees. Rotate your pelvis a little bit forward to try and keep your spine all the way straight. Remove the curve from your spine. Page 1. Inhale. Stretch, look up. Scoop. Exhale, release. Keep your tongue pressed to the roof of your mouth. Breathe in and out through your nose. Page 2. Inhale. Exhale, open rainbow. Relax your wrists. Inhale. Exhale. Page 3. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, close your fists. Open. Inhale. And release. We're trying to do this with as little physical force as possible. Page 4. Make an offer. Inhale. Bring your arms up. Close your fists as you exhale. In and out through your nose. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And release. Page 5. Bring your belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Scoop behind. Inhale. Exhale. Push forward. Now return to your natural breathing. Wrists down. Up. Down. Up. Rotate externally. Internally. Again, externally. Internally. One more. External. And internal. And inhale, scoop. Exhale, close your fists. Release your fingers. And come to Jianzhuang. This is our tree pose, standing on stake, standing meditation. So imagine you're kind of holding a tree, but really try to have as little physical force as possible. Try to relax your hamstrings, your glutes, your calves. Stand with less effort. Okay, from here, inhale, bring your arms in. Exhale, release. Last part, scoop behind, inhale. Reach up. Scoop. Slowly release. Okay, release your legs. Take a simple breath. And close your left foot. All right. For my people on TikTok, if you're just joining, my name's Natalie. I'm doing a Qigong class right now. So if you have questions, I can answer them later. But right now, this is the class. So you're welcome to follow with me if you'd like. So next is we'll do Baduan Jin. So this is very famous, kind of general Baduan, general Qigong, kind of hits all the marks. Every meridian. If you drank a lot over the holiday, this will be really good to kind of cleanse your liver and open up the meridians, because alcohol can stress our liver, obviously. We might know that. So some of these will be really good to detox, to open your meridians. If you feel dizzy at all, you can take a second, but then try to come back with me. So 8 pages. Each page we'll just do once. Okay, But traditionally you would do, this could be like medicine. So the doctor might, prescribe you one of these pages. Like they'll give you herbs, but they'll also say, I want you to do page 3 every day, 3 times in the morning, 3 times in the afternoon, 3 times at night. So this really is a medical practice, but it's Chinese medicine. And this is not medical advice, by the way, just disclaimer. So I don't get removed from the internet. This is just Chinese medicine. It's part of the Chinese medicine and the philosophy. All right, so page 1. It's called Holding the Sky with Both Hands. Keep your feet shoulder width. Keep them parallel. Your feet should be parallel. Interlock your fingers. Inhale. Stretch, look up. Stretch your neck, your chin. Release your breath. Take another inhale. Exhale, release. Release your chin down. Inhale, scoop. And release. Inhale, stretch your arms back. Really try to open your shoulders, your chest. And release. Good. That's page 1. Now close your left foot, feet together, simple breath. Page 2, this is called Holding the Feet. This is good for your waist. It's good for your spine strength as well, and flexibility. So if you are able to hold your feet, that is the ideal connection for your kidney meridian, which starts in the middle of your foot. But if you cannot reach your feet, that's okay. Try to hold your shins or your knees. Step to the right, shoulder width. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow. And see how my wrists are really turned inwards, like a 90-degree angle. That's what you want. Try to hold your feet if you can. Relax your neck and shoulders. Just relax here for a second. Feel the stretch. Okay, inhale, look forward, flat back. Release. Now look over your right shoulder. Twist your spine. Try to look at the ceiling. Switch. Look over your left shoulder. Twist your spine. Look at the ceiling. And center. Interlock your fingers. The full expression of this is to actually hold the ground if you can. If not, just go as far as you can. Lift on your toes. Release. And then come up. We scoop forward and then behind. Inhale as you come up. Imagine you have a bowl of water in each palm, so you don't want it to spill. And release. Just release any tension from your body. Close your right foot. Great job. Simple breath. Next one is probably one you've seen before. You might not recognize all of these movements, but you've probably seen this one, which is drawing the bow to shoot a hawk, or drawing the bow from left to right. So when we do this, we want our Zen finger. Let me show you a little closer. Zen finger, which means your fist isn't closed all the way. It's just your first two knuckles, right? Like this. Okay, that's our Zen finger. That's what you're aiming at, right? That's where your vision is looking at. And the other one has a full fist, and you're going to draw your bow. Imagine you're drawing a bow. That's the idea. This one is done in a horse stance. So when we do our horse stance, you want your feet about 1 meter apart. Okay. And you want your feet, again, parallel. Let me just fix this TikTok thing. 1 second. It's supposed to track me. Okay, sorry guys. All right. So feet parallel. Try to keep your spine straight, right? We don't want this happening. You don't want a pelvic tilt. You want your back to be as straight as possible. And try to challenge yourself. Go a little bit lower if you can. We're going to do each side once. So bring your arms across here. We're first going to the left. So your left hand makes a Zen finger. Your right hand makes a fist. Inhale. Exhale, draw your bow to the left. And don't use tension or force. This is supposed to be relaxing. Don't use physical force. So now we open our palms. Inhale, rotate. Rotate your whole torso. And sit a little bit lower. Exhale, draw your bow. Okay, right arm over the left. Stretch. Scoop from the river. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. And just release any tension. Shift all your weight to the right leg. So Tai Chi, there's usually a yin and a yang leg. The yang leg has more energy. So shift all the weight to your right leg. It's your yang leg. And then the yin leg floats back. Balance. Simple breath. Now we just walk around a little bit in your space. Just release any tension. You can breathe out of your mouth now if that feels good. And of course, you can do this inside. You can do this outside. I can talk about that later, whether it's better to do it inside or outside. There's some debate. Okay, let's come back. Next one is page 4. This one is called Separating Heaven and Earth. So follow me, step to the right. Again, feet parallel. Always try to keep your feet parallel. Left hand on the bottom, right hand on top. Now, your right hand is going to come up as your left hand goes down. Flip your wrists. Your left hand pushes down, right hand looks up. Stretch. Inhale, look up. And release your breath. We're going to do that again. Imagine you're opening up space in your organs. Inhale, open. Scoop. Exhale. Do the other side. So from here, imagine you have a ball of qi. Rotate. Now scoop. See how my top hand scoops? It's like external scoop. And do the other side. Stretch. Look up. Open space. And release. Breathe into this space. Inhale. Scoop. Exhale, release. Bring your palms together. Reach forward. Open the book. Inhale. And exhale. Release any tension. Close your right foot. Simple breath. Okay, page 5. This is called The Wise Owl Looks Behind. So this is about rotating your spine and opening up your neck, stretching your neck. When you rotate your spine, you almost want to imagine you're like wringing out a towel. So as you rotate your spine, try to remove and purge any negativity, any toxicity, anything that you don't need. I'm going to step to the left, feet parallel. This time I'm going to face away so you can see what I'm doing. Left hand holds your right wrist, close your fist. Okay, we're just going to easily stretch our shoulders. Just back, release. Some of these movements are very intentional. Some are kind of just casual, just to release. So now look up all the way. Stretch your chin, your neck. And now look down. Try to touch your chin to your chest. Sorry, got to move the microphone. And change, look up, stretch your neck. And down, chin to your chest. Okay, center. Now to the right, ear to your shoulder. To the left. To the right again. And to the left. Center. Now try to look over your right shoulder. Not everyone will be flexible enough to do this, but try to look at the back of your heel. But don't bring your spine too far out of alignment. Don't get crazy. Okay, switch. Look over your right shoulder. If this is as far as you can go, that's fine. But if you can, try to look at the back of your heel. Okay, center. Now we rotate the whole spine from the root. Rotate each vertebrae. Look behind like an owl and switch. You are a Shaolin owl. Congratulations. Rotate and center. Okay, release your arms. Open, close your fist a few times. Rotate. Internal. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. And we bow all the way down. Obviously, if anything needs to be modified, you can do that. I cannot see you, so I'm just doing the range of motion that feels good for me. Just shake it out a little bit. Okay, inhale, come up. And release. Fists. Okay, we're gonna press our knuckles into our low back. Low back directly linked to our kidney network. So bend your knees a little bit, look up, massage your low back and bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, release. Rub your low back. Rotate one side and the other. And center. We'll do another bow all the way down. Inhale, come up. Try to keep your spine straight. And release. All right, now your right arm is going across your low back. And if you can, try to wrap your wrist around your side. Okay, inhale, left comes up. 2 fingers, kind of like your sword finger, press under your ear. Rotate to the right. And switch. Rotate to the left. And center. Bring your hand from your ear over your head to the front. Inhale. Exhale. Now scoop. Inhale. Make an offer. Exhale. We're going to switch sides. Switch your arms. Inhale, right arm up. 2 fingers. Press under your ear. Rotate to the left. Twist your spine. Switch to the right. And center. Okay, stretch your arms. Separate the heaven and earth, just like page 4. And inhale, big circle. Exhale, bring this heaven qi down into your dantian. Palms together. Reach forward. Open the book. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now release any tension. Close your left foot. Simple breath. Okay, just checking the time. Next, page 6. This one is about generating qi, and we'll be in horse stance the whole time. And there's like 3 different sections to it. So if you need to take a break from your horse stance, I understand. But also try and challenge yourself. This one is a little bit more intense. This is like building your energy. It's not so much about like relaxation. So I wouldn't do this before bed, right? This is more of like morning or midday energizing page. So it's called Making Fists with Tiger Eyes or Making Fists with Angry Eyes. Anger is related to our liver. So that's why a lot of people, when they get angry, they try to drink to solve the problem, but it doesn't help. It actually makes things worse. But we're going to do that. When you clench your fists, it also is like anger. It's tied to your liver. So we're doing some of that in this page. Anyway, I'll stop talking now. We're going to step into our horse stance to the right. So usually each page you alternate which way you step. So step to the right into our horse stance. Fists come to your waist. With your right hand first, reach out. Make a fist. Open, close, up, down. Rotate external, internal. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, close. left hand. Fist, open, close, up, rotate, external, internal. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, close. Do it to your right, right. Open, close, up, rotate, external, internal. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, close. To the left, palm up, and close your fist. Open, close, up, rotate external, rotate internal. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, close. Simple breath. Try and stay in your horse stance. Scoop behind. Inhale. Reach up all the way. Scoop. Exhale, close your fists. Either side. Both hands. Open. Close. Up. Rotate external. Internal. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, bring your fists back. Inhale. Exhale. Make an offer. Inhale. And flip your wrists, open the forest. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, push behind. Inhale, scoop. And exhale, fists forward. Again, open, close, up, external, internal. Inhale, scoop. And close. Release your fingers. Hold the tree. Feel your body. Inhale. Exhale. Try to sit lower if you can. You can do it. Now, right hand comes up the center line, out to your right. Palms up, pinkies up. Inhale. Exhale, close your fists. Again, inhale. Exhale. Switch sides. You can even imagine your anger going away. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Center. Scoop from the river. Inhale, come up. And release. Just release any tension in your body. You can release out of your mouth. Good job. Now shift all the weight to your left leg. Your left leg is your yang leg. And the yin leg just floats back effortlessly. In time, it'll be easier. Simple breath. Just shake it out. We're going to release and then do the last 2 pages. Page 7, page 8. Right? Ba duan jin. Ba means 8. 8 pieces of the brocade. 8 silk movements. Come back. Return. Return to me. Okay. Page 7. This is called Tiger Washes Its Face in the River. Open left into horse stance. We're going from the left to the right. I know you're looking at me. Sometimes I say follow me like a mirror, but we're going left to right. All right, so turn your legs a bit to the left. Wash your face in the river. Move through your horse stance and tiger stance or gongbu, both stance on the other side. Inhale, look up. Stretch. Exhale, release. Now rotate your spine, look behind. Keep your hands on your legs and switch. So moving through horse stance. Wash your face in the river. Inhale, stretch, look up, balance. Keep both feet all the way on the floor. Exhale, release. That back leg should be all the way straight. And look behind, rotate your spine. Okay, center, horse stance, dive down and come up like a fish. Inhale, exhale. Okay, rotate your spine, hips, other direction, front and back. Inhale, belly in, release. Scoop from the river, inhale, come up. And exhale. And release any tension. Shift all the way to your right. Bring back your left. Simple breath. Great. Next, and the last one is page 8. But just before we do page 8, just want to say, guys, I am doing this class for free to try and share with everybody the Shaolin medicine. But I would appreciate any donations. If you feel like you're gaining anything from this experience, you might want to show some appreciation. So if you're on YouTube, I leave a link in the description to the tip jar. There's also a link to my free ebook that you can download about the Shaolin Principles. And if you're on TikTok, you could go to the link in my bio. There's a tip jar there. So you can donate directly to me instead of giving 50% to TikTok. Thank you, guys. Page 8. Feet apart slightly. And we're going to hold our wrist and back, same way we did before, page 5. And we're just releasing, this one's just called releasing the heels. It's very simple. So inhale, come up on your toes, and then release on your heels. And just let your body fall. We do this 8 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, hold it, try to balance, and release. Okay, open your feet a little wider, inhale, reach up, palms together, exhale. Point your fingers down, reach down, inhale, come up all the way, stretch your back, scoop, and release. Release any tension in your body, bring your left foot back. Simple breath. Okay, and I forgot to mention, when I turn around, that's just so you can see me. You don't need to turn around when you're doing this. This is just so I can instruct you better. I didn't mention that before. Okay, so at the end of your Qigong practice, you want to release some of that energy. It's also best to not eat for a little bit. Try to stay with your own energy. It's probably best not to eat before or after Qigong. They say like about an hour. Just do it feels good to you. I don't know. So we're going to pat in the front and the back. Just release your calves. There's a lot of meridians that run up the inside of your leg. Pat there. It's kind of like what they do at the end of your massage. Low back. Okay, right hand comes out, open, close. Okay, shake, release 1, 2, and 3. Okay, left side, open, close, up, shake, inhale, release 1, 2, and 3. Now, shoulders back, big circles. Forward. Sweep forward. I don't know why we call this sweep, but sweep. So like here, back, 1, 2, and forward. Okay, release side to side a little bit, swing your arms. Hello, people. If you have questions, just about finished here. Just like 1 or 2 minutes left, and then I can answer questions. Okay, now hold your knees, rotate internal, external, internal, external, internal, and external. Okay, center, up and down. 1, a little squat. 3, 4, rotate 1, switch 2, 3, and 4. All of these movements support longevity. And now, hands on your hips, rotate your neck. Not slow, not fast. Right? This is just release now. This is not exactly. It's part of Qigong, but it's not like that intentional. Okay, center. Shrug your shoulders 4 times. Might have done an extra one. Okay, and let's see what's next. Oh, 1 foot forward. Inhale. Imagine you're pressing down on either side, holding a chair or something. Lift your foot, rotate your ankle. Other direction. And kick 1, 2. Switch. Again, push down, hold the chair on either side. Balance, rotate your ankle. Switch. Kick 1 and 2. If that's difficult for you to balance, you can hold a chair or something until you're ready to do it with nothing supporting you. Last thing we're going to do is just hold your wrist and back again, and we're going to just march 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this vibration goes up your body, it helps release any tension. We're going to close the class now. Remember, we need to practice regularly to see results. You cannot just do it once and expect to see results. So this is continued practice, and you cannot get bored of repeating the same movements. That's where you start to see more quality. The more you do it, the more quality you'll see. I've been repeating these same movements for 5 years now, almost every day. So I never get bored. So it takes patience, it takes dedication, discipline, and devotion. Keep your palms together. 3 times, bow. Amituofo. 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 Thumbs together, left hand on top. Rotate. Right hand comes to your chest. Which day is today? You say happy Saturday. You say Saturday, and then I say happy Saturday. We bow. Amituofo. Happy you release. You repeat. Amituofo. And happy fresh air. Amituofo. Okay. Thank you for coming. And I'd like to open for any questions now, if you have any. How did that feel, everybody? Is this a regular weekly class? Yes. I will do this regularly. So I think it's going to be Wednesdays and Saturdays. But I might add more classes depending on what the desire is. I have not read American Shaolin. No. It feels awakening. That's wonderful, Jess. Thank you for liking the live, guys. How does it feel? How do you feel after the practice? This is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Daniel. This is the richest display of Wadwen and Jin I've ever seen. Other versions are much simpler. This seems to have all the intricacies that other versions left out. Thank you. It's a very encompassing form of Qigong. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. I'm on YouTube and TikTok, by the way, so I'm going back and forth. Is this like a special form of stretching? I think it's amazing to do on rest days. Yes, it's stretching, rotating, and postures to increase your qi and support vitality, support healing. But to get to the level where you can really use your qi for healing, it takes at least 3 years of dedicated practice. So, I mean, you're playing the long game if you're interested in doing this. I've been practicing for 5 years. Thank you, Vijay. That's okay, no worries. If you're late, you can watch the recording. You can start again. Did I go to the Shaolin Temple? I learned from a Shaolin monk who trained in the temple and then opened up his own temple in Southern California. So I learned directly from him in his temple, and I lived there for 3 years, and I had my head shaved. And I taught the classes. I did all the chores, everything. Will I come online tomorrow? Tomorrow we're doing Kung Fu training, which is kind of a loaded word because it really just means work over time. But just for the ease of communication, I like to say that. So tomorrow is a Kung Fu conditioning class at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So you can follow me with that if you're interested. This will be more about your aerobic fitness. Do you have to detach from those and require to be at the temple and train with Shifu full time? You don't have to do that. I mean, it depends on your dedication. That's very inaccessible for many people. If you have the time and the resources laying around to devote 3 whole years of your life into the temple, then you should do it if that's what you desire, but you do not have to do that. Kung Fu is difficult. Yes, it is. Jess, I have recorded this class on YouTube right here. YouTube, say hello to TikTok. TikTok, say hi to YouTube. It's recorded on YouTube. So if you go to my link in bio and go to my YouTube channel, you can watch the recording and follow along with it tomorrow, if that's what you'd like to do. You can do it every day if you want. Or have Thanks, Miss Natalie. Thank you, Rai. Just a little advice. Try to have the live in portrait mode. It might generate way more traffic from the algorithm, especially with swiping. Yes, I hear you. How to be Shaolin disciple, continuing your regular life jobs, social and family life. So you could be what's called like a lay disciple. And there's a lot of these now. Technically, that's what I am now because I'm not living in the temple anymore. I have regular, whatever that means, life, like a civilian life. Go to work, do my job, pay rent and all that stuff. But you can still be a Shaolin disciple. In order to be a Shaolin disciple, you have to go through a Shaolin disciple ceremony, and you are gifted a Shaolin conversion document or a Buddhist conversion document. So I have one of those, and I had to sacrifice a lot to get that. Did I do all the exercises from the 36th chamber of Shaolin? Not as crazy as that. That's like full torture mode in that movie. But at times we did things that felt torturous. But does that make sense, Jess? Thank you. The dragons really exist. I don't know about that. Oh, where are you at, Jess? You said tonight. Here is like the afternoon for me, or well, it's almost noon. Let's see. Okay, a couple more minutes, guys. Does it require to stay at a temple for some time? No, you don't even have to live at the temple to be a Shaolin disciple. I'm not authorized to make Shaolin disciples myself. You can become a disciple of my Shifu if you'd like. He's over in Los Angeles. That's where I learned. That's where I trained. Or there might be other resources. I know about what I did with my experience. But if you're looking for like full-on discipleship status, meaning you have the Buddhist conversion document and you have been approved by the Shaolin Temple, you'd have to contact different temples and see if they do that. Like, I don't think the one in New York City does that. I think there's a guy in Spain who's able to create disciples of his own. There's people around. Like, Shaolin is very global now, and so yeah. But you don't have to be a disciple in order to learn. Also, what motivated you to retreat from daily life and go live in a temple? Well, at the time it was COVID times, and felt like unprecedented, like end times. It felt like the end times, and I was like, well, I am not doing anything. Everything's locked down. I was craving discipline, and I was craving healing as well, because I went through a very bad breakup with somebody who really took advantage of me and was abusive. And so after that experience and during COVID, I really wanted to transform my life. And I was drawn towards Chinese martial arts because I had a friend who was one of my best friends, was a huge fan of Chinese martial arts. And so I was looking for Tai Chi classes, and I found a Shaolin Temple 20 minutes away from me. And I was looking at the website and I'm like, wait, this is an actual Shaolin Temple with the actual Shaolin monk. And so I started going to the class. I went to one Qigong class, the exact same class that I just showed you. That was the first class that I took. And I loved it. And I became a member, and I came back every single day after that. And then my Shifu saw my dedication, and so he offered me a path to discipleship and offered me the experience of living in the temple and being fully involved in the monastic life. And people did this before me at this location, at his temple. So turning my trauma into triumphs. 2023 in the temple. Yeah, exactly. Great math. Yeah, so I lived in the temple from from September of 2020, and I left in August of 2023. I'm from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Unsure where I can reach out to become Shaolin disciple, maintaining work and family life. Any recommendation where I can reach out? I mean, I will try to get some resources. You can reach out to my temple if that's what you're interested in. But also you can learn everything that you would learn as a Shaolin disciple from me, because also, I guess I need to say this now. I was trying not to say this, but you do also have to donate a lot of money to become a disciple. It's not like the movies where you sit outside the temple for 3 days, 3 nights, and the master sees your dedication and lets you train. No, it's not like a movie. It's like you have to show some support for the temple to honor, this great achievement, this great title. You have to donate. And this is any Buddhist temple, not just Shaolin. If you go into a temple and you want to learn, you have to donate. It just is what it is. It's like you go to college, you have to pay for tuition, that's what it is. So you can say, oh, they're whatever, trying to steal your money. It's a cult, blah, blah, blah. But that's just, it is what it is. You go to the church, you got to donate to the church, it's the same. You have an actual rising phoenix story. Much respect. Are you familiar with old school actress Jane Russell? No, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, that's just the beginning of some of the darkness that I've been through. I've dealt with some really tough depression, guys. Like when I was a teenager, I was suicidal. I was really depressed as a teenager, and I was in years of talk therapy, years and years and years of talk therapy, but nothing helped me and transformed my life more than training Shaolin. 3 years of training Shaolin did more help for my life than 10 years of talk therapy. Have I ever had a major injury? I had my rib removed because I was born with extra ribs. Also that. So I had thoracic outlet syndrome because my rib was compressing my artery. You're interested to know about the donation fees. Okay. Well, I'm trying to organize some retreats to happen soon. If you'd like, you can email me and I can send you some resources for my temple. My Shifu, the one in Los Angeles, if that's what you'd like. Ontario, though, you're more on the East Coast. So yeah, no, I'm trying to organize some retreats so you can spend 5 days with me and learn exactly the same way I learned, and probably more, because like I said in the beginning of this, my Shifu, bless his soul, he's not a very scholarly man. He's very physical. He knows his stuff, but he doesn't explain stuff. And that's what I'm trying to do with my teaching, is explain it. And also, I'm still learning myself. So this is just, we are learning together. Your wish is to learn everything from Bodhidharma at main Shaolin Temple, China, like Bruce Lee. I don't think Bruce Lee actually trained at the Shaolin Temple. You want to be a ninja assassin. Okay, it's a good start, but we need to take it one step at a time. Do I also do calisthenics? Yes. Yeah, you see those back there. I also do calisthenics, yes. What's my email address? Okay, I'll put it in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna end the live in like 2 or 3 minutes. 2 minutes now. Hello guys. I just streamed my whole Qigong class, full class. You can, it's not gonna be posted here, but if you go to my YouTube, you can see the class. It's all been recorded. I just finished it, but it's been recorded. So you can watch on my YouTube, which is right here. Hello. Was I an athlete growing up? Yes, I was a gymnast. I played a lot of soccer, played field hockey. I played 1 season of lacrosse. I was a swimmer for like a season. I did a lot, but mostly like gymnastics, soccer, and dance. I did a lot of ballet also. You saw my calisthenics stuff. That's what brought you to my page. Interesting. Calisthenics also is a part of Shaolin. Thank you so much, sister. What's the YouTube link? I don't know if I can put that here, but just go to my, go up there to my profile, click on my profile, go to the link in my bio, and it has a link to all of my socials. And it also has a link to my free ebook. So if you want to get started with Shaolin, with the Shaolin mindset, right? You don't become a martial artist to hurt people. You become a martial artist to become a better person and to train your mind. So if you'd like to start your journey, you can download my free ebook. Just click the link in my bio on my profile. And I also put it in the description of this YouTube video. Anyway, I have exhausted my time with you all on this live session. Thank you very much for coming. And if you would like to support me so I can keep doing this, there is a link to my tip jar, which is also in the link in my bio. There's one link for everything. One link for everything that is everything you need. So link is in the description. Thank you, everyone. Amituofo. I will see you next time. Turning off TikTok. And we are going to train tomorrow. So hopefully see you then. Bye-bye.